Hello there and welcome back. I did not realize that we only had one term left on the next page, or I would have gone ahead and done that one. I'm sorry. I forgot that we had already defined organelles. But let me give you the sound spelling for this one. This is called a prokaryote. A prokaryote. We talked about eukaryotes a minute ago. This is sort of the opposite of that, a prokaryote. This is a single-celled. So let's stop for just a minute and see what this means. Single-celled, one cell. So one cell. Sometimes it will be called mono. Remember, cyte or cyto is cell, so you could see monocyte, single-celled, one-celled. Organism, that is a living thing. A single-celled organism with no organelles. These are very simple little living creatures. They can cause a lot of damage, but they're very simple little creatures. They have no nucleus. They do not have a Golgi apparatus, a mitochondria. They don't have ER. They're very simple living things. Okay, since I have some room here, I want to give you the proper spelling, or the, not spelling, but the proper name, the expanded name of DNA. DNA is an acronym. It stands for something very hard to say and very hard to spell. So DNA is actually deoxyribonucleic acid. Deoxyribonucleic acid. And if you look closely, you will see the D, the N, and the A. But rather than spell that every time, spell that out the long way, we use the acronym DNA. There is another related, it's sort of the cousin of DNA, and we won't get into what it is, but ribonucleic acid. If you go on to school, to college, you will study chemistry or biology probably, and you will learn about RNA, which is a cousin of DNA, but those both come from ribonucleic acid. So if you've ever wondered what the D, the N, and the A stand for, there you go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go on into the next frame. This is a bacteria cell anatomy, and I want to just go through some of the things here. We won't go through all of them, but the source from this is very small. Let's zoom in. It's from Kids Discover online. So I went on there and clipped a picture. I googled free clip art and came up with this one, but I don't want to violate any copyrights, so I want to give good source. Okay, if you look at this particular bacteria cell, let's look at what we see. Some of this is familiar and some of it is not. I'm starting up here at the top. We'll just start with the pilus, which is, you see those little hair-like things on the outside of the bacteria. I'm guessing that helps the bacteria to move. Flagellum, this is a very common term in biology. It's sort of a tail. So this particular bacteria is a flagellate, meaning it has that tail. You see the DNA of this bacteria. Even bacteria have DNA. It's in this nucleoid where you have, it looks like tape, just videotape crammed in there. But the DNA is contained for this bacteria in that tape-looking stuff. Cell skin, remember anywhere I see membrane, I think of skin. The cell wall, so this bacteria is similar to a plant cell in that it has a cell wall. The yellow part is called the capsule. That's the thing that holds the bacteria. And then we have ribosomes. We'll look at those in just a minute when we look at plants and animals. My question to you is this. Using what you know, is this a prokaryote cell or a eukaryote cell? And I'm doing the sound spelling, sorry. Is it prokaryote or eukaryote, and why? Well, it all comes down to whether or not there is a nucleus. And remember, a eukaryote has a nucleus. A prokaryote has no nucleus. And you may be thinking, well, this one has a nucleoid. That is no nucleus. So this particular model of this cell is a prokaryote cell. Okay. I'm going to stop this video and then we will look at plant and animal cells and do a little comparison on those. So I'll see you back in the next film.